This video contains heavy spoilers about the anime School Live, which is a grammatical inaccuracy and not, in fact, a show about a high school girls band that I pronounced weirdly. We already have that one. Anyway, this video should not be watched if you haven't watched this show, you have been warned. School Live. The cute girls doing cute things show about a bunch of girls living at school. So cute. So wholesome. So peaceful. The cast here consists of 4 girls of varying traits, including the fact that none of them share a hair color in the very diverse country that is Japan. You've got the airheaded Yuki, who wakes up late and is late to class all the time even though she literally lives in the building. The out-of-the-loop and serious underclassman Miki, who can't seem to notice anybody besides her club members and frequently interrupts class. The serious older sister type Yuri, whose entire purpose in the first episode is scaring the dog. And the weird and quirky Kurumi, who is a really big fan of shovels. And I think this character who is supposed to be a teacher or something, but everyone just ignores her. These 5 are so oblivious of everyone else at school that they act like they're the only people there. Like, are they even required to go to class? They spent the first episode chasing a dog around campus. Also, anyone had a whole ass dog as a class pet before? It's always been lizards or fish or something. Maybe a bird if you're lucky? And like, do they even have to pay rent? Where are their parents? This isn't a dorm, they literally just commandeered an entire classroom. 2 whole ass classrooms. But none of these questions matter because all of it can be disregarded if it's cute. That includes this random hallway that's just like blocked off by extra desks and stuff. Wait, isn't that the way to the stairs? How are these kids supposed to get home? Oh god. What the fuck? What is even happening? What the fuck am I watching? So the entire first episode was a fucking lie. I'd like to have my sanity returned to me, please. I didn't sign up for this shit. I came here to watch cute girls do cute things while living at school, not fucking High School of the Dead. My mental preparation for that was so far through the floor that I was getting stuck in Chinese traffic. I don't think this is a show about a high school girls band. But I mean, look at the bright side. At least the main cast of characters are all real and we can safely get attached to them since they're cute and well-developed characters and aren't going to go anywhere. Oh god damn it. Japan is done messing around with harbors, now they're directly bombing your psychological well-being. Go gadget schizophrenia. This is School Live. It's an anime about 4 girls who are living in post-apocalyptic Japan, where everyone else has been turned into mindless zombies by some sort of virus. And you might have guessed this already, but one of these 4 girls is kind of not okay. Introducing Yuki, the main cause of our pain and suffering for 12 whole episodes. Due to the trauma of seeing her entire school turn into zombies, her brain has completely deleted such an event from memory and behaves as if the school is still perfectly normal. This includes such phenomena as hallucinating classmates, windows, best girl. The entire story revolves around her as she essentially is living the slice of life anime while everyone else is playing The Last of Us 4. This means that while everyone else is struggling to survive, find supplies, and waiting for help, she is fucking sleeping in class and taking supplementary courses. And to keep it so that she's able to live a somewhat enjoyable life in the situation, the others act as if they were in a normal slice of life anime as well to keep the illusion going, leading to the extremely bittersweet show that is School Live, where most of the episodes follow the same mold as a regular cute girls doing cute things show, having stuff like a test of courage, shopping, graduation, but still does not let you settle for a moment as they hit you with massive depression every single time you think you're safe. Without fail. Like, you know how nobody pays attention to the teacher, but she's super caring and keeps watch for the students behind the scenes despite taking massive emotional damage at every turn? Well, she's been fucking dead from the start and is a hallucination for the first half of the season. Because fuck you. Everything this show does is what I describe as suspiciously cute. When the girls do something cute and you feel that warmness fill your heart, you can expect to have it ripped out of your body and used to beat you to death. The only problem is you won't know when. And what's worse is, when this shit happens, you can't even be mad because it would have been hinted at since the start. For example, let's take arguably the most fucked up reveal which happens at the end of episode 1. Throughout the episode, there are plenty of things that don't make sense that you kind of ignore because, well, moe blob anime don't tend to make sense most of the time. Like, say, the fucking barricade of desks at the end of the hallway that cuts off access to the stairs. Or like, the grave in the garden on the top of the roof, which in hindsight felt way less suspicious than it should have. Oh, and how Kurumi carries around a fucking shovel 24/7. Seriously, I know anime characters tend to get quirky at times, but how did most of us let that slide past without a second thought? Hell, Miki in this scene is literally reading Stephen King's The Stand. You know, the novel about a post-apocalyptic pandemic that turns everyone into zombies resulting from a bioweapon. Just like, the exact same premise as School Live. Yeah, even that reveal late into the season was set up by like 2 scenes with a book in it in episode 1. And while we're talking about slow burn reveals like that one, I can't just not talk about all the stuff that led up to the reveal of megu-nee being dead. Oh god, this video is gonna be long. The grave aside, since that could have been any number of things, let's talk about how megu-nee's entire character is made to trick you. First, she's shown as having no presence and being a young teacher, which is why everyone ignores her all the time. She seems to not be included in conversations, and only Yuki ever addresses her. Which, like, kinda just makes sense since that's the kind of character she is. And then there's the fact that she just appears in the car in this episode without getting in, something that could totally be passed off as a continuity issue, but no. It's because she wasn't there in the first place. Of course, as the season goes on, the inconsistencies pile up and Yuki ends up getting her suppressed memories back. This ends up probably being one of the most touching scenes in the anime where Yuki asks the student body to leave and go home through the announcements. And of course, since we were shown that zombies tended to follow their daily routines that they had as humans, this was a solution that could have been viable from the start and nobody thought of. Honestly, everything is so well written and planned out that the only thing that felt like a massive ass pull was the vaccine reveal after Kurumi was bitten, cause, well, do I really need to explain how not noticing the fact that there's a vaccine for the zombie virus in the evacuation manual is a massive oversight? Multiple characters have read this thing. You can't tell me none of them saw that. And like, obviously the teacher knew about the shelter since that's where her journal was. Why didn't she bring the medicine up? She obviously tried to get some for herself when she was bitten. And also, the government knew about this. Why weren't the hospitals equipped with this? Like, they could have saved the entire population of Japan from this virus if they were just prepared with... They gave this shit to a school and not the hospitals. Like, this was known about way in advance. They built this school specifically for the purpose of surviving this thing. But that one plot point that was introduced for the sole purpose of not killing off a major character aside, the whole graduation sequence that followed afterwards was super wholesome and offered a surprisingly sweet ending to an overall bittersweet show. Now, that certainly isn't all I have to say about the show, but it's all the important stuff. If I make this video any longer, I think I'd turn into a zombie myself, so I'm ending it off here. If you enjoyed, do leave a like and subscribe. I will be seeing you all next week if nothing goes wrong.